Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode here on ESGNet. And this is Madden 18 Dallas Cowboys franchise, and this is the Cowboys Insider. Welcome to the show, and this is episode 28 as we're getting ready, or we're doing a quick review here of week 5 of the NFL here with our Dallas Cowboys. As you take a look there, Cowboys win this one 41-13, a great victory there against the Saints there at home. Currently now we're 5-0, and the Saints now move on to 3-2. So take a look at the numbers there. You see Dak Prescott 19-24, 308 yards, 2 touchdowns there, no interceptions, so that's always great. Teddy Bridgewater 18-32, 193 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. He had a really rough day for himself there. They no longer have Drew Brees. Teddy Bridgewater is the quarterback for the future there for them. Don't know how long that's going to last. I'm sure the Saints will probably draft a guy, but for us, it was really refreshing. It was nice to see Dak be able to have some nice reads. Offensive line did a great job blocking there. We did, lose. I mean, there was a couple times we did get sacked there. But can't be perfect. But we did a great job. Dak did a great job there. Dez even did a great job there. He had a nice day. 6 receptions, 137 yards there, 1 touchdown. So people out there that were complaining about Dez not getting the ball there, well, this week he did a great job there. He even had that one deep pass there that almost got him a touchdown there, and we did at some point there later on, and I think in the next drive there. The next series of plays that we came back to, when the offense came back out, we finished it off with him getting a touchdown. So there you go for the fans out there that have been kind of playing, oh, you need to throw to Dez more. Well, we got lucky this week. The matchup between him and the corners there, he had the advantage, and we took advantage of that, and that was really nice to see that to happen. But defensively there you see just a great game there. Defense was just, like I said, all over Bridgewater. Bridgewater was, at times panicking, and that's what we like to see. Now, injury-wise there, you got Tyrone Smith there. He's going to be out for a while there. He has some broken ribs, and he's going to be out for the next 6 weeks. Hannah and, of course, Bird there. Bird going to be coming back here about another week after this week's over with there. It's going to be nice having him back because we can put him back in the fold there when it comes to the running game there. I think we have him back as when he does come back, he will be our third down back there. So he'll get a couple of carries there, here and there, to help us out there to get the other 2 guys some much needed rest there. So we will start having our, try to get that 3-headed monster there, and also I think there's a set play or a set formation that he's in for a couple plays there, so that's gonna be nice. Take a look at some of the league news there, and then you got some guys like Charge right now slowing down there. They have, I think, lost 2 straight, if I'm not mistaken. And then of course there you see Blake Bortles there. We're gonna get ready to play against him here very, very soon, coming up here in the next game. But there you see just some other news there around the league there. Some pretty good matchups here coming up, and some talks of some previews of some games coming up here in week 6. So take a look at your top players of week 5, and there you see Stafford there for offense for the NFC. Defensively, you see Bobby Wagner there of the Seahawks. Offense there for Ben Roethlisberger for the AFC. And on defense, Vaughn Davis there for AFC defense. So, digging in recognition this week, which is fine. But I will say Dak just played a great game there. He was patient. He found the guys he had to throw to, and just really took advantage of the opportunities he had there right in front of him, and made some good passes there. So great game there for him. A good balance of running and the pass there, and that's something we hope they will continue on here for the rest of the season. Now take a look here at your standings right now, and the season would have ended today, even though we've only got 5 games in. I believe the Browns are your worst team right now. No surprise there, I guess you could say, but they are 0-5. Now, take a look at the AFC North. Steelers 4-1, Ravens 2-3, the Bengals 2-3, and also, like I said, the Browns in last place there as 0-5. So not too much of a difference compared to other years. I guess you could say Ravens would be, I guess they're in third place usually, but some turning around there. You got the Bengals both and the Ravens. They're both 2-3 right now. So Steelers looking pretty right now. They got pretty much good control right now of the North there, the AFC, and we'll see if that will continue here in the weeks to come. Let's go ahead and go to the AFC. I believe the AFC South, and looks like we got the Titans there, 4-1. So they're playing really good football right now. They've won 3 straight. Jaguars, we'll be playing them here coming up. We'll have a quick look at them, their preview of that game there against them. But they're 3-2. Texans 1-4, and so are the Colts there, as they are 1-4. And both the Texans and Colts have lost 2 straight there, and that is going to be a tough thing for them. Now, as for the East there for the AFC, you got the Patriots, of course, 4-1. I believe they still have Tom Brady there. Bills 3-2, Dolphins 2-2, and the Jets 1-4 for the season so far there. So, of course, not many changes there. But if I'm not mistaken, I think Tom Brady is still there. I don't think he'll be retiring. He'll probably retire after this season, maybe, just depending on how the Patriots do. But there you see there, and they've won 2 straight, along with the Bills there. They've won 2 straight there. So Bills trying to keep in pace with the Patriots there, but right now Patriots have good control of that division. Now, AFC West, Chargers 4-1. They've won 4 straight now since losing back in week 1. Broncos there, they've just recently lost 1 there, so they got their first loss of the season. But they are 4-1 there for the same as Chargers. Chiefs 3-2. They just recently won 1, and the Raiders having a tough time there after they won week 1 there. They have been down a downward spiral here, and they are now they've lost 4 straight there, and they're having a tough time out there in Oakland. So we'll see if that will turn around here for them. But there you see the AFC there, West, and so far Chargers right now just playing some really good football there. Hopefully that'll continue. Now into the NFC North, we'll see the Packers. They are 2-2. They just recently lost a game this past week. Bears 2-3. They also lost a game, and Lions are 2-3. They won a game, and the Vikings, they have lost 2 straight there. They are 1-4 there. So Lions really the only team this week. They're in the black and blue division to be able to pick up a victory there, and we'll see how that'll turn around here. Like I said, the Pack are the heavy favorites for this division right now, but a lot of people are saying that the Bears, their defense, they can get some things going on with their defense this season. They could be making a run for that division spot there. As for the Panthers, they're 3-1. They won 3 straight there since losing back in week 1. Saints, there you see they just lost there. That's their second straight loss there. They got 3-2, just beat them this past week. Falcons 2-2, and the Bucks are 0-5. They have not won a game yet, just like the Browns, and they're right now they're in just second to last there in the overall in the NFL. NFC West, Seahawks 3-1, 49ers 3-2. They've won just their recent game. Seahawks have been winning 2 straight. Cardinals here taking a slide back here. They've lost 2 after winning 2 straight there the first 2 weeks there, and they're trying to get themselves back now. They've now at 500 here. They want to try to get above there, and of course the Rams just won their first game here, as they are now 1-3 now for the season after having a rough start there, losing 3 straight. Since the beginning of the season. So, and they just came off a bye week there. So they are happy to be able to turn that around here. So those are your standings. Now, before we get out of the standings here, we'll get to our standings right now in the NFC East. And as you say right there, 5 straight now we have won here, and we are looking sharp as ever. Eagles 3-1. They have won 2 straight. Giants, they just recently lost their game, 3-2. And the Redskins, surprisingly enough, the Redskins made a lot of, I think I mentioned this in a couple videos ago, but they made some pretty good changes there on their defensive side of the ball, but it looks like that has not worked out for them. As you see, you take a look at their points for and points against, and that defense not helping them. So far, has not clicked just yet. But they have won 2 games so far. They've now stopped that 3-game losing streak here, but they are still not out of the cellar yet, as they just won last week. They are 2-3. Now, going back to who we're playing next week here in week 6. It looks like it's going to be the Jaguars. So we'll be going to Jacksonville for that game, and we'll take a look here. And there you see 3-2 for Jacksonville Jaguars. They have won just a recent game here. And of course, Blake Bortles our guy right now. Blake actually got some pretty decent numbers here. Not great numbers compared to his real and like how he was playing in real life here. But he is becoming one of those good up and coming players in the NFL right now. And he's a quarterback that he can push come to shove. If you corner him, he will do some damage to you there. And we're trying to see what we can come up with game plan wise for him next week. And I think we'll get into that here in just a bit. But take a look here at the Jaguars there. Actually, no, they're going to be coming to us, so never mind. We get to host them. So we get home field advantage there in that game. But there you see, they lost against the Texans and the Bills back-to-back weeks. Winning a good game there, 38-24 there in week 2. Against the Texans, or against the Titans there, but won a great game there, 45-28 against the Colts, against Luck there. I believe I'm not mistaken. I think look at the numbers there. Luck didn't play too much in that game, so Blake Bortles really did a great job there, taking advantage of it. Take a look at that, his numbers there. But yeah, just a great game. Of course, Forsett is going to be a guy that we're definitely going to have to keep it contained. As you see there, 24 carries, 115 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns there for him, 4 broken tackles. And something we're just going to have to make sure we watch really do a good job there of run stopping the outside there, because if once he gets in the outside, there's no turning back. There's nothing you can really do, and we're gonna try to see if we can shut that down. We gotta shut it down quick and as much as we possibly as we can, and that's gonna be something that's gonna be a bit of a challenge for us there. So take a look at the numbers there defensively there from the Jaguars last week, and some pretty good tackling there. Not the most amazing tackling, but definitely some good tackling there. And they're a team that, they can do. They can if pushed enough, they'll come out and play. I want to say Campbell, Jones, Flower. There you see, they're just guys that just beast on the defensive side of the ball there. They'll put some pressure on us, and of course, it doesn't take too much to do to get Dak flustered or anything like that. For us offensively, we're gonna have to just they like to run that zone blitz, and that's been a big issue for us this year. Dak hasn't been able to pick that up as much. Unlike last week, he did a pretty good job there picking up on the run blitzing. But we're going to throw a lot of quick, short passes there. If we have a decent matchup with Dez, then we'll try to throw deep. If not, then we'll just keep to the game plan. We'll throw short passes. and just keep everything up close and in front of us there. Also, too, the running game is going to come in play here for us, and we're going to try to run the ball quite a bit with using both McFadden and Elliott. Elliott needs some good carries here this week, so we're going to try to open up the playbook a little bit more for him and get him going here. So if we can get him going and also McFadden, then that'll open up some chance here for some deep passes eventually using Dak, and then of course throwing to Williams, Bryan, and Switzer and Beasley. So that is something that we'll have to look into a lot more here in the weeks to come, or in the next couple of days here in practice. But then defensively there, just like I said, so I mentioned earlier, that stop the outside run there just to plug up those holes there. The Jaguars like to run outside quite a bit, and if they didn't have this guy on the field here, we would really be in trouble. But TJ Yelich there, he's out. He has a ruptured disc. He's out for 4 weeks. But Fournette, he's going to have a lot of work. He's going to have to do a lot of work here. He's going to have a lot of carries. So if we can stop him getting 2 yards a carry, a yard a carry, something like that, or even just make him sure he gets pushed back. That right there, right now, to me, that's just game plan wise. That's one dimension of the game we can stop, then we'll have to Blake Bortles will be forced to have to throw, and then from there we should be, defensively we should be pretty good. We could be able to stop him and stuff. So, but there you take a look at the numbers there. Great speed, great agility, trucking there, and of course ball vision there. And he's a superstar player, so he can develop really quickly there. And this is his first year, or the last year was his first year. So he's got 1 year underneath his belt here, and he's in his second season. So we'll see if we can try to stop him. It's going to be a tough task. Looking at some game film here last couple of weeks there, especially the game there he had last week with the Colts, looks like he is just ready to go. And, at a moment's notice, he can take off and just do whatever he wants there in that backfield. So, like I said, we'll try to see if we can shut him down. Allen Robinson there, you see his numbers, numbers there, 90 speed, route running, great veteran quarterback. Even though he's been only in the league for 4 years now, he's definitely a cornerstone of that team there. With a young quarterback just like Bortles there, they're going to be around for years to come. Just like in real life there, they had a great year. But there you see his numbers there, and he doesn't have that many catches this season. I think he has a little less than 40 catches this year. So we'll see how that goes here. But I think if we can get it to a point where they're just passing, I think our corners, we got some good corners there, got some good speed there that we can keep up with him and just put a good hit on him if we need to be, especially up the middle there with our linebackers and stuff. So that's something we've been looking at as a possibility for next week, playing against these guys. Campbell on the defensive side of the ball here, he is going to be a guy, he's going to be just looking for the run stop here. Take a look there, and his strength, tackle, block shedding, that's what I'm really concerned the most. He's going to be able to rip that line here, because the last couple of weeks here, our offensive line has not been at top notch, not as much as we want it to be, and that's one of the main concerns for the off season here, is trying to strengthen that offensive line there. So Campbell is going to definitely be a guy who is going to be chomping at the bit. If he's been watching game film for our offensive line here, even stemming back from last season, he's going to be ready to go, and he's going to want to do some to get a hold of Prescott there. But yeah, he's got a couple of good, I think I want to say it's 5 sacks this season so far. I think, right now. And then Jalen Ramsey, on the other side of the defense, or same side on the defensive side of the ball. The AC 93 speed guy that we're just going to have to, if we do have to throw deep, and I'm sure that he's going to be matched up with Dez, we're just going to have to be really careful. I've been thinking about maybe even putting Dez in the slot this week just to see how things go. If we can try to create some mismatches that sort of way, maybe have him in the slot during the first half, and then the second half, maybe have him on the send him on the right side or the left side. We have him on the right side. So just kind of change some things up here, just kind of confuse them and see what the reactions are with just mismatching these corners and safeties up here in this game. So, but good tackle there, great, decent block shedding there. Speed. Okay, now we're going to Jackson now here, the defensive tackle there. Good blocking. Another guy there I'm kind of worried about defensively on the line when it comes to the running game there. He's going to just blast through there. And same thing on the passing side too. It just something we're kind of concerned about, and that's some of the coaches were talking about this week about that. They don't want to, they want to have the same kind of blocking that they had last week against the Saints. Even though the Saints and Jaguars are completely different teams. That was, really truly, I think for the most part, I think that's the best blocking. With the exception of the 2 or 3 sacks that we had. I think one of them was it was a coverage sack, was because he was out of the pocket. But for the most part, there, we did, the times he did get a hold of they got a hold of us, for the most part, it was overall, I think throughout the game, it was good blocking there for Dak. And then finally, Blake Bortles. So you see his numbers there, and good throwing power, throwing on the run, play action there, and then short accuracy there. Deep accuracy, not the greatest right there. Medium accuracy. So we're going to see a lot of short, medium plays there, which that's, what we're trying to do. But we want to try to see if we can get him to throw more deep passes. If we do, then that'll be in more favor of us. So 4-year man from UCF. And we'll see if we can get in his head and get him to play some bad football this week. So 5-0 going against a 3-2 ball club here. And yes, we are going there too. My bad. I read that wrong. So we are going to Jacksonville, and it should be a good game. And I cannot wait. It's a mid-afternoon game. It's one of the late games there. So fans there are ready to see us in town, and try to see if they can knock off the Super Bowl champs from last season. So thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more Dallas Cowboys franchise here on the channel, and we'll see you guys in week 6 when we take on the 3-2 Jacksonville Jaguars. I'll see you guys. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you have not yet subscribed. And check us out here on YouTube for more Dallas Cowboys franchise. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Discord. The links are down below in the description. And check us out there and be a part of the ESGN Nation by following those and being part of those social media platforms. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, keep yourselves healthy. And I will see you guys next time.